But the most exciting part is right now because I teach ESL and I love that. um, it well, once I got back to Texas, I worked with immigration. Another sister, two or three of us would always be out in West Texas, in little towns like um, Crowell, Knox City, Rhineland. And there were a lot of Hispanic people who would be working on the farms and ranches, and they wanted to learn English. So we would teach them English. They would come in after work and we'd have uh, English classes, but it was very informal. They'd bring the kids with them. And it was in a big parish hall with little tiny classrooms all around the edges where we taught religious education in the parish. And so we were able to get into one of those small rooms with the group and teach them English, and the kids would play out in the hall. And but in 1986, when we were in Rhineland and Knox City, the bishop sent out word that amnesty was taking place and that we would probably have lines of people coming in to apply, and the church wanted to help them. They got temporary residency at first and permanent residency after that, and that he would send some people from the diocese from Fort Worth to teach us how to do that. And so it was a letter that the priest received. And so he came to me and said, "Sister, what are we going to do about this?" And I said, "Well, if somebody's coming out here to teach us what to do, I'll get a group of the Hispanic people to help me do that, and we'll help them apply for their papers." So before that was all over, that took place for about 22 years. We had handled about 4,000 cases for of helping people with their papers. So I would see people come with kids, a whole little 5 or 6 kids, and see them grow up even. And then later in Wichita Falls, I would meet a nurse someplace in the hospital who'd say, "Sister, do you remember me?" And she was one of those little kids that had grown up and got an education and became a nurse. And those people still keep up with me.